for the age of the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What's up, y'all? It's Monday morning. We just got back from our bug out trip yesterday, quit, and the dogs won't be in the video. Pretty sore, pretty sore, and yeah, it was pretty rough. But I got up this morning, and there was a bunch of private messages on my Facebook account, and everybody was wanting to know about the chest harness that I was wearing on the trip, and where to get one and stuff like that. So I'm going to talk about that for a second, and then make a couple more videos on things that we were using on our trip. I've had back surgery, so I have a degenerative disc syndrome. What happens is the vertebrae in your back, they have a spacing between them. That cartilage stuff in between those spacings, it basically deteriorates and it starts to collapse your spine, and eventually your spine will rub together and pinch nerves and stuff like that. So they've went in and done some stuff and fixed some pinch nerves and stuff like that. But from time to time I get real bad sciatic nerve pain, so I can't wear a belt. I'm good to wear pants. I usually have to wear like the BDU, something loose, or sweatpants or something like that. So anyway, moving forward, I was on a gun holster forum on Facebook, and there was a guy on there. He had a prototype that he had built for a buddy of his that flies in the Air Force. This gentleman happens to be in the Air Force as well, but his buddy was a pilot in the Air Force, and he wanted something, that he could wear on his chest versus the old shoulder type style, military style holsters. So he built this prototype and took it to his buddy overseas when he was deployed, and they liked it, and so he come home and started building them. His name is Samuel Rounds. Let me make sure I got that correct. Yeah. Samuel Rounds, R-O-U-N-D-S, Samuel, common spelling. He's in, I believe he's up in Maine. Pretty nice dude. He is in the military, so if you look him up on Facebook, tell him Tony with Derby City sent you. If he's deployed, it may take him a while to get back to you. So, bear that in mind. But anyway, let's get on to the holster. So this is a chest style holster. It has it's made out of Kydex, and he can tell you the size Kydex, but it's the thicker version. You can see it pretty well in the camera. Got the American flag on the front of it. He threw that in. It's Coyote front, has a black back. I had this one made for my Glock 19 because this is primarily my carry gun. When I'm out in the field and stuff, doing hunting or whatever. Gun has no magazine in it. Safety check. There's nothing in it. Positive lock. Locks into the holster. I wore this all weekend on our trip, and it never come out, never budged. And when I got inside my hammock, I hung it from some 550 cord above me, so I could get to it, easy access or whatever. But anyway, it has 3 points of contact, and he sent it with enough strap that I could cut it, but I never have. It's doubled it over. But he sewed on the stitching, and everything's really tight on it, so it's really nice. To put it on, it's very simple. You just unclip one of the sides, and you can figure out what's the easiest way for you to put it on. But I found this is easier for me. and put it on, put it into place. Reach behind you, straighten the strap. Just pull it around and lock it. Now, the reason why I left the excess strap on there is so I could wear it with different clothes, different shirts, a jacket, you know, or a lightweight jacket or what have you. Once you've done that, put your gun in, it locks into place. Backpack straps come through here, your waist straps come around. It doesn't affect your ability to draw your weapon. You'll see on some of the videos that we're going to be posting today from our trip, they were complaining, got a lot of the, I know Mike was complaining, and a couple, I think Max will too, but the waist strap on their packs was rubbing on their gun, so it was digging into their sides and into their hip and stuff like that. So something to think about, these chest holsters. Now, excuse me, I just got out of bed, so got a bad habit. The waistband holsters with your waist strap on your pack will cause it to dig into your side or whatever. Plus, it's kind of hard to get to. So, like I said, I opted for the chest holster for those particular reasons. Now, something else that's pretty awesome too is if I want, I can loosen this up and I can put my plate carrier on, and I can actually put this back on and strap it here where my AR mags and pistol mags are down here, and I can still access them, and I can keep my pistol up here. So that's pretty nice too. Now some of you might say, well, why wouldn't you just put a holster on your plate carrier? Well, you could. I don't normally, when I carry my plate carrier, I have a battle belt on with a different weapon. But you could use this as well, like that, if you chose to. Again, it's really hard. It's the really hard Kydex. It's not the lightweight Kydex. The attachment points are really well made. He made all those, except for, of course, he obviously didn't make the buckles, but they're pretty heavy duty buckles. The webbing, he told me what kind of webbing it was when he sent the holster. It's been over a year ago. I don't remember. I did a slight review on the holster once before, but nobody really took interest in it. So until we went on this trip. So that was one of the things that I carried on the bug out trip that really performed well. So check him out. His name is Samuel Rounds. He's on Facebook. As far as I know, he doesn't have a business page yet. You'll have to get on there and friend request him or send him a private message or whatever, and try to get his information that way. But anyway, keep in mind that he is military and he may be deployed. When I first ordered first talked to him about my holster, he got deployed 2 weeks later, and he was gone for over a year. So it took me over a year to get it. But it was well worth the wait. Now, he does make it with a optional mag carrier on top or on bottom. Either way. This holster, the way it came set up like this, was $100 shipped. Now, because his holsters have taken off, his prices may have changed, so don't quote me on that price. And I believe with the mag carrier, it was like $125, something like that, shipped. So, it well worth the money. If it had it to do all over again, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Phenomenal holster, phenomenal. I love it. It really performed well. So, before my dogs get crazy and knock the camera over, I just want to say that this trip was awesome. We're going to do some more. I got my gear laid out here. We're going to do some more stuff here. I'm going to go over things that we used on the trip. So stay tuned and we'll get right back to you.